welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined with my amazing friend Laure, and today we are going to be talking to you more about quantum leaps in manifestation. So I'll be leaving the other two previous videos we've done together below. You guys should probably watch them in order. This one will make a little bit more sense, but this one's gonna get you so incredibly excited. Yeah. So let's get started. Before we start off this video, we just want to let you guys know that our course, QC Squared, or the Quantum Creators course, is going to be closing tomorrow for registration tomorrow. So jump on it. We would love to have you in this course. It is a course, but it's more like a program because we're going through it live with you guys.
Yeah, and it's only $300 to sign up, you guys. So for like the value that is in this, it's you know,
incredible.
Yeah, like we wanted actually originally the pricing came out of this is just going to be a course, but then we just wanted to do it with you guys. We wanted it to be more like a program, but we still wanted it to be very accessible. So yeah, that is closing tomorrow. So one day from now, and that's gonna be it. We don't know when we're gonna open this again.
Yeah, and it's 4 weeks long, and it's really going to alter your own personal perception of reality. It's going to educate you, and it's going to give you what you need to step into the role of being the ultimate creator of your life and your future of what's to come.
And creating quantum leaps, like that's it. We created this to be like, manifestation can be quick, easy, fun, and like blow your freaking mind. Yeah. And we want to know from you guys, let us know in the comments below, if you believed that you could create a quantum leap in your life, what is one that you would want for yourself in like the next 4 to 8 weeks and beyond? Like what's a big change that if it happened, you know, in the next month or two, it would just like completely change your world, right? So today we're going to talk about how, like what the process looks like just a little bit. Like we're not going to give away too much, but then we're also going to tell you a few of our big quantum leaps for you guys, because I know that like hearing about someone else's quantum leap gets me like so fired up.
Yes, and imagine what if there's anything, like Liv said, nothing is off the table here. What would you choose to step into for yourself in a matter of weeks? It is possible, and it is possible to do something like this, which releases a whole load of limiting beliefs that you have about yourself when you make a quantum leap. So I really get intentional about it.
Yeah, and I think that like the reason that this process that we're gonna share with you guys inside QC Squared works so well for us, for other people. I have clients doing it now. I've watched friends, you know, have crazy things happen, is because it allows you to take the path of least resistance by, you don't have to work through all your limiting beliefs. I think that like when it comes to the law of attraction manifestation principles, it's like we just create this mental space between where we are and what we want, where we want to be, thinking like there's so much work to do so that I can attract this, and you know, so many things need to come into fruition before I'm going to be like making this much money in your business. And like none of that is true, right? So you can quantum leap because this way of manifesting allows you to go around all of the limiting beliefs that are currently holding you back, right?
And the limiting beliefs get in your way because this is the thought patterns and the processes that get you thinking about the how is that possibly going to happen for me. Imagine if you could release all of that.
Exactly, which you do when you step into your power. So the process to creating quantum leaps in your life, in whatever capacity, we're talking like relationships, your body, your health, your, you know, how much money you have or how much money you're making, your business, your career, like everything and anything that you could think about, you can quantum leap in that area of your life. And the process really involves two different things. One is that you start really understanding how powerful you are, and that comes through education. Zoe and I like really started implementing this way of manifesting through reading like so many books, watching YouTube videos that were more on like the esoteric principles, the more sort of like out there principles that were backed up by quantum physics, and just understanding, you know, things like the observer effect, the fact that when we imagine something, if you do it in the right way, you have the understanding that you need, you literally create that as a possibility in reality, in like what Joe Dispenza calls the quantum field. We won't get into too much of that today, it's in the course. So yeah, one is like understanding how reality is created and really shifting the paradigm that you live in so that you're coming from a place of power and abundance in order to produce that, to manifest that in your life. And then the second thing, do you want to talk about what the second thing is?
Yeah.
The process?
So the second thing is shifting the self-perception that you have about yourself being the ultimate creator. So right now you might imagine, if you are into the law of attraction world, that you are an attractor, that you are one piece of this puzzle. What if you are the whole damn puzzle and you get to choose how this is going to turn out, you know? Like, it's really time for you to step into this view and this belief of the power that you have inside of you. It's already inside of you. It's just a matter of you choosing to access it by educating yourself on how reality actually has been proven that it operates in very strange and mystical ways. But we're gonna teach you all about that in the course. But when you come to understand that reality may not be what you thought it was, then you can choose to have the belief that I am the creator, and moving forward, everything is going to unfold as I create it to be.
Yes, I think that part is just like so key, is that until we shift the way that we view ourselves and our reality, it is very difficult to change. Because again, all the reasons that we've described, but we're coming from this place of like lack, or just like not really feeling the power that we actually have, not really seeing ourselves as being, you know, God, being the creator of our own reality, which we are. So changing that self-perception like just eliminates so many of the limiting beliefs that we have, or like the ways we see ourselves. So we're gonna give you guys like a complete self-perception makeover so that you really understand. And it does not involve the next 3 years of you diving into things from your past. It's just about you shifting the way that you see yourself and your power. So
exactly,
we're gonna talk a little bit about some of our favorite quantum leaps. So do you want to start with, I think you're going to talk about your corporate job.
So as you guys know, my story, if you've been on the channel for a while, is that I quit my corporate job, this like safety, stability, what I'd grown up to believe that I was supposed to be in type of scenario, and I quit it to move to Rome, which was the love of my life. And I moved there as an au pair, meaning that I was making 80 euros per week, living with a family, picking up the kids from school and tutoring them with their homework. So that was what I chose to step into, right? So a lot of people in my life at that time was like, wow, she's nuts. She's leaving this amazing corporate marketing job and moving to Rome to babysit. It's what one of my bosses said, actually. And I just had this vision for myself that I kept visiting, that after this year was over, I could work for myself and I could actually live wherever I wanted to live. Like, this was the imaginative scenario that I just kept visiting in my mind because it made me feel safe, right? It made me feel abundant, safe, and trusting of the universe, that if I keep imagining that if I just make it to Rome and I like make it through this year and I really just work on myself and YouTube and all these fun things, that I won't have to work for anyone else ever again. So I chose to quit my corporate stable marketing job where I had a fixed income and went to making 80 euros per week, and I attracted freelance clients, multiple ones, a book deal. My YouTube channel grew exponentially, which is another quantum leap I'll tell you guys about after. But it just, everything worked in my favor because I held this vision of this end goal of me not working for anyone else ever again besides myself.
Well, and like from the outside looking in, when that was all going on for you, I remember like you quit your job, you were stressed out about it, but then I just watched over sort of like the next 6 months of you being like, yeah, I got a book deal, and like my YouTube channel is blowing up, and just like traveling all over, and like I'm just like watching so be like, what the heck is going on with Zoe? But it was, you were quantum leaping. For me, I have like a couple that come to mind, and I talk all the time about like different quantum leaps that I've experienced in my business, but even this year we decided was the year of quantum leaps. In January, I brought in like $30,000 in sales in my business, which is like just a quantum leap in and of itself, but the amount that my life has shifted because of this practice that I implement into my business especially, but into all areas of my life. The other things that I've created for myself is like, in the past, I've had up to 15 pounds of weight loss in a couple of weeks. That was absolutely a quantum leap, and it wasn't because I was like, you know, doing any crazy mindset work every single day where I was like crying at myself in the mirror, telling myself how much I love, like not that.
Yeah, and you weren't on the spin bike 24/7.
No, that was the thing, is people were like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, like I haven't really changed anything, but I was implementing this practice of just understanding how powerful my imagination was, and then everything that we're going to teach you guys inside QC squared.
Yeah.
You have a couple other like quantum leaps you're going to talk about.
So I have another quantum leap, and just as like, you know, it's supposed to be easy and fun, and I think one thing that we've tried to relay to you guys over these past few collabs that we've done together is that with the law of attraction, there's a sense of like, I always have to be in good vibrations, I always have to be happy to make the things manifest. And I'm telling you, when I was living in Rome, there were so many times where I just had all these breakdowns because living in Italy, like as much as I absolutely adore and love that country, it can be quite chaotic. There's just things crumbling around you all the time, like literally, like the dishwasher might have flooded the kitchen and that's what we had to deal with, and nobody was going to come help us, and finding an apartment. Like there's just a lot of scenarios that were just really breaking me down. So for a while I really struggled with this concept of like, how am I ever going to get ahead when my Maslow's hierarchy of needs, my shelter is like so unstable around me, and financially I had a student loan and I was in crippling anxiety about it. Any of you out there who have a student loan, you know that like as happy and as abundant as you may feel one day, you can always go back to that one thought that's like, oh, but you have a student loan and it's 15 grand right now, type of thing that I've been paying off, you know, for a while. And what happened was I was bawling on my living room floor. I literally remember this. I was bawling on the living room floor with my sage, just being like, somebody help me, because I can't imagine, like with everything that's crumbling around me and not knowing what I'm going to do with my life moving forward. I have 15 grand that I have to pay and I have no idea how on earth I'm going to be able to get this. And I manifested paying off my student debt overnight.
Yeah. And like, I remember when you told me that story, because I was still sort of in the belief that like you needed to feel really empowered about your finances. And I was like, how does that make sense that you like manifested that amount of money when you were like in so much fear and anxiety? But it's because that method of manifestation is just like so much harder than it actually needs to be. And
it can work, but it works over a longer period of time.
Exactly. And looking back, like even as you're talking, I'm thinking about like manifesting my current apartment that I absolutely love. That was such a quantum leap. And like I was living with my parents, you guys. I couldn't find an apartment in Toronto. I've been trying for 2 months and like nothing was working out. And then I implemented the process that we are sharing with you guys inside at QC Squared. It's like a 10 to 20 minute process. I think what's more important is the understanding that we're going to teach you. We're going to break down why, like how manifestation actually happens. But I implemented it for like 2 days and ended up with this apartment that I just absolutely love, that feels to this day, even 7 months later, like I can't believe that I get to live here. You know, and it just appeared in the most like magical way. And I was certainly not feeling like, if someone was telling you in law of attraction terms how to manifest your dream apartment, it'd probably be something about imagine or feel like you're already there, feel like you're super successful and you can afford this place. It wasn't any of those things. I was 31 living at my parents' place and I couldn't get an apartment on my own. I did not feel that empowered about it, to be completely honest, but I implemented this like imagination strategy or technique that we're gonna teach you guys, and I had a different understanding and I observed it into being within a very short period of time.
I literally remember like Laura came here and you just decided that I want to feel abundant when I step into my new apartment. It's no more like silence, like that was what you wanted. You're like abundance and nothing less.
I wanted a place that I didn't actually think I could afford. And had no idea how I was gonna make that happen, but I just imagined it and everything lined up, and
it's so crazy. It's like honestly just thinking about these leaps, it's like,
well, looking back at it, I'm like, it has never been, all of my manifestations, none of it has ever been like I just really believe. I really feel like I already have it all the time. I already am being the person who has it. That has never been it, you guys. Like I have always, and we have both always like had anxiety, we've had limiting beliefs, we've had lots of doubts and fears. We're saying you can experience crazy quantum leaps even despite all of that stuff, and you don't need to get it out of the way, and you don't need to be like pedantic about constantly watching your thoughts, right? So we're about to empower you. There is less than a day and a half left to sign up for QC Squared, and we're gonna get started together on Monday.
So check out the link below. We would love to have you guys in the course and the program.
What are your quantum leaps that you want?
What are the quantum leaps? If, like we asked you at the beginning of the video, in a matter of a few weeks, what would you like to absolutely shift and change in your life that would eliminate all the limiting beliefs that you have about how powerful you truly are? Think about it, sign up.
Let us know.
We'll be seeing you guys. Cannot wait. It's gonna be so much fun.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.